My family was a mess from the start. Mom was a con artist, always scheming her way through life with fake stories and phony deals. Dad was a thief, slipping in and out of shadows, lifting whatever he could to make ends meet. My sister had blood on her hands, a killer with a cold stare that could freeze anyone in their tracks. My brother dealt in the darkest corners, pushing poisons that ruined lives for a quick buck. And me? Anastasia Steele, or Anna as everyone called me, I was just a paper-thin girl trapped in this twisted tale, the kind of dark romance where the heroine gets broken over and over. But when the billionaire CEO, the obsessive alpha male Christian Grey, came knocking, thinking he could claim me as his little wife, my whole family sharpened their knives, faces twisted in fierce protection. Touch her and die, they'd growl in their minds, ready to unleash revenge on anyone who dared. Life had always been bitter for me. Dad was a gambling addict, convinced he was some kind of god at the tables, but every loss he blamed on Mom and me being bad luck. He'd come home raging, fists flying, until one day, about a year ago, everything flipped. He quit the bets, the smokes, the booze, even the lies. Instead, he'd stroll in with stacks of cash for Mom, and for me, a sparkling Cartier bracelet and a Hermes bag, vintage but authentic, he swore. Mom thought he'd been possessed or something, overjoyed like a freed slave. She hugged those gifts so tight, got so excited she passed out cold. When she woke, her eyes weren't the same, sharp, unreadable. Her first words to me? Some wild scam about giving her money for overseas shopping deals, promising riches. Chinese don't scam Chinese, she'd say with that sly grin. Before I could respond, my sister, with her manipulative green tea vibe, jumped in, demanding her share, twirling a kitchen knife, warning she'd kill if tripped. She'd done it before, no bluff. Then my brother sidled up, flashing a bag of white powder from his sleeve, offering the purest high. Bro, weren't you planning to marry me off for cash? How'd you end up on this criminal path? He just shrugged, said it was a habit, then switched to asking about catnip for the house cats, turning the place into chaos. That night, we all sat around confessing. Dad admitted he was a thief who'd fallen through a manhole mid-heist and woken up here. Sister said she choked on prison food after a kill. Brother got shot trying to collect on a deal. Mom finally fessed up. She was a scammer, beaten while begging with a fake baby at KFC. Good Lord, a full house of villains. I teared up. My original setup: bad enough gambler dad, sick mom, scheming sister, jerk brother. Now upgraded to nightmare mode, my fate even harsher. Trembling, I offered them my milk tea earnings, $300, begging for mercy. They paused, then sister spoke first. We're here to save you, dummy. You're the abused heroine in this enemies to lovers mess, destined for slaps, smears, forced abortions, imprisonment, wrist-slitting, ocean jumps. Others live for pleasure, you for pain. Why? She slammed her foot on the table. I've got chopping experience. Let's end the possessive husband for good. Dad shook his head. Better I rob his empire blind, leave him penniless. Mom nodded. I'll handle the assets, scam his cards dry. I've got 1,000 fraud lines. Brother, ruthless, too messy. I'll inject him with something lethal, make him overdose in bliss. Moved but horrified, I shook my head. No crimes for me. I'll stay far from that obsessive alpha male. Sister patted my head. Not enough, sis. With us, no one touches you. Dad pulled out luxury watches from his pocket. Dinner's on me. Hot pot tonight. Brother fetched a calico cat as a gift, teasing it with catnip. Mom cozied up. All sincere. Lend me that 300 for real deals, sweetie. I feel a jackpot coming. Dad showered me with allowance. I saved it all just in case. I kept shaking milk teas at work, once to survive, now to help them go straight. To dodge the mafia boss type they warned about, I avoided all guys. But fate struck during a team-building event. I got roofied with strong liquor, blacked out. Woke in a hotel suite, clothes strewn, body marked with ambiguous red hickeys. A powerful man loomed, cold eyes appraising. Women like you, scheming to climb into my bed, I've seen plenty. The taste wasn't bad. Name your price. In the old days, I'd swallow the loss, demand enough to fix Dad's debts, ease Mom's complaints. But now, This guy reeked of arrogance. I dressed boldly. We crossed paths for a fling. No big deal. I don't need cash. Just don't stalk me, or my family gets mad. He hadn't expected that, grabbed my wrist as I left, frowning. Normal women don't react this way. What if I say your looks are decent? Be my mistress. He seemed to wait for joy, but I checked my alarm. Gotta go. Mom's calling dinner. No lie. My phone exploded with missed calls from all of them, frantic texts. Dad, who's the guy keeping a 23-year-old out all night? Mom, if good, use protection. If the grumpy sunshine jerk, gouge eyes then kick groin. Brother sending location, coming for you. Sister, where are you? Don't let that dominant ruin you. Told you I'd chop him. Guilty. I lied at home. Team drank too much, crashed with colleagues. They relaxed, but showering, sister spotted the marks, exploded. Rallying the alarm that kill-worthy CO got to her. 20 minutes later, they surrounded my bed, faces stern. I braced for scolding, but Dad's hand gently ruffled my hair. We failed to protect you. I should have picked you up. Mom sighed, checking if I hurt. Brother, probably a setup by co-workers. I'll investigate. Sister grabbed her knife, storming out to end him, but brother yanked her back. I'd brushed it off alone, but their care blurred my vision. Having backup felt like this. Sniffling, I promised caution, staying in lately. Sister pondered, legs spread like a thinker can't hide forever. That forced marriage psycho digs you out from underground. Let's play his game, counter every move till he quits. Family agreed, formed a group chat. Knives out for the billionaire. Doorbell rang, black-suited men surrounded us. Lead guy, Christian's butler, Miss Steele. Mr. Gray suffers chronic insomnia, but with you he slept soundly. Hire as his exclusive sleep companion? My family rolled eyes to the ceiling. I asked if I refuse. He glanced at the goons, walk willingly or not. Sister whispered, let's chop him. I signaled calm, plan in motion. In the Rolls-Royce, I texted updates. This car's sleek, brother would love. The Italian villa's huge, Dad could garden. Teas and pastries divine, Mom's fave. Dresses pricey and stunning, stash some for sister. No replies. 20 minutes, still nothing. Reassured myself they were busy, but unease crept in. Stylist stalled me up till midnight. I sat on the bed, knees hugged, phone hidden in tissues for evidence if he forced anything. She's mine. Every breath she takes belongs to me. At 1 a.m., Christian burst in, bathrobe loose, fresh from shower, hormones and rose scent overwhelming. I clutched sheets. He leaned over, smirking low. Thought you were some chaste martyr. Yet here you are. His voice rumbled, magnetic, hurting my ears. I edged away. Mr. Gray, clarify. I'm here to accompany sleep, not that kind. He sneered, pinching my chin. Who do you think you are? Serving me is your honor. He bit my lip hard, a warning, blood-tasting metallic. I struggled, strength gap huge, hands pinned. Remembering Mom's advice, aimed for a kick, crash. A silver tray smacked his head. He collapsed, eyes wide. I shoved him aside. There was Mom in maid uniform, casually retracting the tray. Great job, Mom. Shocked, I asked how. She grinned, saw they were hiring, slipped in to guard you. Requirements high. Nah, just flew in 8 languages, housekeeping, etiquette, bit of martial arts. More shocked, you know all that? Mom, I fib a little. Then she produced another tray, desserts, Earl Grey tea. What for breakfast? I'll have the chef whip it up. Next morning, Christian woke, rubbing his bump. Why is my head swollen? You conked out and hit the frame. He doubted, no proof, tossed a dress. Grumpily, banquet tonight, attend with me. At the luxury penthouse event in New York, whispers clued me in. Sour woman A, that's Gray's canary, crashing Emily's scene. Doesn't she know Emily's his childhood sweetheart? Sour woman B, arrogant, thinking she's his fresh pet. That low-class trash isn't even in Emily's league. Where's her nerve stealing him? Mean guy, nose pinched. Emily's ruthless. This ugly duckling won't last the night. Spotting Emily in diamond gown, sky-high heels, swaying over. She offered champagne sweetly, clinking glasses. I'm Christian's close friend. We'll be pals too. Drank hers innocently, no hostility visible. I analyzed her micro-expressions, lifted mine. Arm bumped, glass shattered. Apologetic server Miss Steele. to the changing room. There, Brother Warren, seriously, he spiked yours with Natasha, colorless hallucinogen. Makes you act wild. Heart pounding, I swore off drinks. Brother, no need, he won't try again. Why? Pushed gold-rimmed glasses, I dosed his cup heavy with it. Chaos erupted. Emily hiked her skirt, danced wildly on stage, belting a warrior song oblivious. Crowd filmed. Christian tried pulling her. She slapped him, sobbing about some emperor's betrayal. Mom and I munched seeds. Thumbs up to Brother Epic. Christian tossed all night, face swollen, keeping me awake. He flipped like a fish. I like a dragon, neither sleeping. He snapped, choking me, dark circles, scary woman. Lose your sleep aid value. You're out. Psycho, but pay was good. For family's clean break, I couldn't quit. Idea sparked, how about I try SMAR? Grabbed air like online videos, whispering nonsense. Eyelids drooped. I blew in his ear. He tensed, throat bobbing, voice husky woman. All these seduction tactics, yet claim no interest? Panic bells. Texted mom complaining he wouldn't sleep, narcissistic prick. She replied, hold on, coming. Minutes later, entered with tea special calming brew, Mr. Gray. He frowned, new here? Mom, yes, I'm your mom, her maid. He drank, collapsed, snoring like a rutting donkey or World War II bomb. Mom conjured skewers and sodas, eat up, kiddo, roofied him solid. Won't wake near a corpse. Stayed 3 days, gained 3 pounds, that's why. Slept till afternoon, Christian still out. Butler announced his mom here, demands you. In the garden of their Italian manor, casual clothes on. The lady covered her nose, disgusted, thought my son hit a heiress. Instead, this trash. Heard your dad's a gambler, mom's rural, brother's thug, sister's mistress. Bottom feeders. Girls like you swarm my son, desperate to devour him. You're the cheapest, tackiest. I grinned funny, you're the most shameless, low-class rich bitch I've met. She quaked, furious, a toy dare speak so? Leave now. I laughed, fine, but your son can't sleep without me. Don't beg on knees later, embarrassing. She clutched chest, faking faint, cursing, sudden water blast gushed her mouth. Dad in gardener gear, with high-pressure hose, oops, ma'am, your rage looked like a coxcomb flower. She screamed to tattle. Dad and I split her afternoon tea. He beamed, watching me eat cake, call, and Dad's here. Eyes itchy, I changed subject, where sister? Dad smirked mysteriously, soon you'll know. Soon after, Christian shoved an engagement invite, if not rude to my mom. Maybe you'd be my wife. Squinting at bride's name, who's Emily? He choked, good name. I bowed, congrats, early heirs, 9 kids at once. He seethed, don't fake indifference. I know it hurts. But attend, stay in sight. Why? Finger traced my face, threatening for Emily. Last party, you got close to a server. Warning your mind now. Stray thoughts you'll regret. I eye-rolled, such jealousy. Go hoard museum artifacts. Engagement at ancient castle. Spotlights on Emily clinging to him, glancing my way smugly. I focused on feast. Mom said eating's priority. Post-meal, poolside with watermelon. Emily and crew surrounded. No pretense, you seductive slut. His eyes on you all day. Think my family's pushovers? Sour A, these bottom cats latch on, won't let go. Sour B, give her color, scare her off him. Emily to Maria, ideas? Maria snapped, long nails, toss her in the deep end. Humiliate her. They yanked me. I prepped counter, but Maria slipped, disrupting. I backed out. They tumbled, grabbing hair, collars, screaming. Key moment. Maria's fake assets bumped Emily. 3 splash like dumplings. Maria chugged my juice triumphantly. Through heavy makeup, fake curves, I recognized, nearly laughed, sis. She eye-rolled, fondly, infiltrating socialites is tough. Helped this far, gotta bounce. Pool pandemonium. A server handed my hairpin, dropped in the fray. Thanks. Christian stormed over. Emily flailed, save me. All expected rescue. But he reached me, eyes surging, possession and jealousy, that server again. Huh? Dared touch your hand and you smiled. Are all billionaire CEOs nuts? I snapped, don't know him. He sneered, protecting him so hard. Speechless, under stares, he hoisted me over shoulder, marching to castle. Shoulder dug my stomach. I cursed, sicko, put me down. He ignored, Ascending you'll learn betraying me's cost. Your mind, baby girl, mine to ruin.